CR-70 getting ready to take off. Amore. Pretty busy night. Beautiful horizon, ladies and gentlemen, at the airport, CMH. Today I'm got a couple things on mind. One, I was saying in my last vlog about us brothers that like to travel. It's very important that we know and keep in mind that we are ambassadors for our people. And that's a very empowering perspective, and it's a very true perspective. How we present ourselves, a lot of times for a lot of people overseas, will be their first, maybe their only experience with an African American, an African man born and raised in America as a result of the diaspora. And we are, in many places, a symbol of hope and inspiration, because a lot of our brothers and sisters that are here as a result of the same thing, unfortunately for them, that they weren't born in this country, in this time period where the opportunities for our people to fly, to be able to afford to fly or have the privilege to fly. I think this is the manifestation of a vision that the ancestors had, and they described, that is described as angels coming and going as a ladder in the sky, or a ladder in the heavens. But people coming and going on a ladder in the heavens, it's beings being transported through the skies during a period of time where flight wasn't a reality. Babies, you see a lot of angels, babies with wings. Could this perhaps be a subconscious, or perhaps even a conscious statement of a dream or vision of the future children being able to fly? Nevertheless, when we engage with people overseas, it's very important to keep in mind that we are ambassadors, y'all. When we have relationships with women, if they have a bad relationship with us, if we did something dirty, typically betrayal, or maybe it's anger, maybe it's our perspective, it's going to affect her. And she's going to, of course, advise other people of her likeness about her experience. This is just natural. And if it's a negative experience, then we're perpetuating a negative image that overall represents our entire people. So I think it's very important to be mindful of these things. And, be generous, be kind, be strong, be wise. Light's still a phenomenal thing. Look at that move. Hopefully you can see that take off. Hit the skies. Every day, working towards the next opportunity to hit the skies, man. Isn't that wonderful? The world is not that small. It's not that big either. And you know, my trip to Rio, it just dawned on me, man. It was like, man, here I'm in South America, south of the equator. Really, it was like 9 hours away. 9 hours away, it's not that long. Ali! But yeah, man, 9 hours is not long at all. It's like a joyride from here to Virginia, or here to Atlanta. Same thing across the Atlantic. It takes about 8.5 hours to get across the Atlantic. And you in Rome or Spain, Greece. The world is not long. And the thing about it is, when you go across the Atlantic, you gain 6 hours. So yeah, it takes 8 hours. It takes 8.5, 9 hours to get to Italy. But once you touch down, there's 6 hours ahead of us, so you gain time back. Isn't that phenomenal? How time is relative. You know, the people living ahead of us in time, we can learn the most about our history, our past. But when we were in Rome, my wife and I, we were a rare sighting. You can tell by the way people greeted us and the way people treated us that they appreciated meeting an African American couple, not necessarily a high class or a senator or some lawyer, but just regular people, you know, who they can just pull up their sleeves and, you know, just have a conversation. We walk into a grocery store and the shop owner just having a conversation about politics, having a conversation about the social and political and economic you know, perspective of this world and of the country and how the United States affects other nations. It's such an enriching thing, man. It's such a phenomenal thing. I have to move out this Air Canada right there. But wherever we went, we were greeted with such embrace and welcome. The color only made things better. It didn't make things worse. And that's a refreshing thing. People see our being and are interested and are inspired by. And man, that's just a beautiful thing. So that's why I like to encourage people to stop being afraid to fly. It's one of the safest modes of transportation. And stop being afraid of foreign places. Because the people that you meet overseas, yes, there is poverty. And yes, their circumstances may be different than the United States. But you will find more love and more kindness and more care in the most impoverished places. And then you will find the most conniving and cunning and unwelcoming people in the most rich and luxurious places. So, you know, me personally, I like to get to know the human spirit. When I was Rio, my second time, I spent a couple of nights on the beach. And, you know, and some of the people who slept on the beach, they appeared almost like they were homeless. You know, maybe not. I didn't ask them straight up. But what I'm saying is they also hustled chairs. So they had a little area where they had a bunch of chairs, and I guess they rented chairs out during the day. And during the night, he had his little bed made out there. and it was a little. He had, guy and his posse, and but they were the most welcoming people. They welcomed me in, and we shared a cigar or whatnot, and we had a good time, and yeah, it was a dangerous environment. It's not somewhere where I felt comfortable closing my eyes and actually falling off to sleep. But I did feel comfortable resting there among the people and protected by the fact that I'm in the group and not by myself. And the point is that the experience and the stories that I was able to experience, or that will be able to be told as a result of this, it's just something that it's just too enriching. It's very enriching for me. So I'm just saying that in the most impoverished places, if you have the right type of heart, the heart kind of like the message in the storyline, Daniel in the Lion's Den, it doesn't matter where you go if you have the right heart, if you have the right intention, if you emit the right aura and vibrations, people is going to vibe with you. You feel what I'm saying? And so, I'm just saying just a little bit. This is just about the essence of traveling, and the more you're able to understand, the less you need to take with you, the less fear that you feel about exploring the world. You understand now it becomes more home, your home. And you just get this travel bug where you just want to go everywhere because you realize that you can. And you can manifest it simply by wanting it, thinking about it, and working towards it. And then one day you'll be living in it. And then from there you inspire and teach others, because you can only help those who want to help themselves. But that's it. I'm just going to wrap it up there. Thank you for your time and listening. Hope this is inspiring. That's just what I'm trying to do, inspire and provoke people thinking in a way that expands their horizons. And hopefully I can encourage you to take the steps to do something that you've always wanted to do, but you may have never done or haven't done because you felt like it wasn't possible, or it was too far-fetched. I'm telling you, I went to Rio de Janeiro for $44. Now it cost me $1,400 for my first plane ticket, but it's about your strategy. It's about what you want to accomplish. And if you come up with those things, you need some ideas, you can contact me. I'll leave my links below. You can always find me, and then I would love to be able to share any type of enthusiasm, any type of tips that I can share with you to help you make your dream possible. That said, keep the faith. God bless. Peace out.